everybody. Okay, welcome to everybody, but a special welcome to newer people. So the first Tuesday of every new month, we make it a Newbie Tuesday, and we help you get off to a strong start. We help you work through any questions, any doubts, any fears that you may be facing, because guess what? You're not special. We all have felt those doubts, fears, and questions, all the same ones, and we have overcome them, and we're here to show you how. So I want to first just kind of restate what this call is, because I want everyone to save this every first Tuesday on your calendar. So it's because I think sometimes people think, no, I'm not brand new. You know, I've been sharing Plexus for 6 months, or I've been taking my products for 7 years, or whatever it is. So pay attention. If you're silver, senior silver, or gold, but you don't have anyone on your team working yet, this call is especially for you. Save the first Tuesday on your calendar every month. Come and take notes, because these things build on themselves, and you take away little nuggets here and there, and you may feel like certain things that are said are repeated. But you don't ever want to be in that place in your mind of, I already know all of this. You don't ever want to be on that place. There is always something that you can learn. And even as a diamond, sometimes something hits me in a new way that I've heard 100 times. So if you're silver, senior, silver, or gold, and no one on your team is working yet, you can learn on this call. Now, if you're gold or above, you want to be on this call because you need mentorship on how to coach your new business builders. Okay, because most likely if you're senior gold, you might have a few people that are working at that point, a few people that are sharing, but your role then becomes how to mentor them through the obstacles and through the doubts, through the questions, through the fears. So this call is a way for you to mimic the coaches, learn from the coaches, learn what sorts of powerful questions they ask to help people on their team move forward. Okay. And then of course it's for anyone who has just decided, maybe I could do this, like maybe I could start sharing. I loved hearing you say that, Dolores, earlier. It's going to give you lots of ideas on what to do, how to do it, and where to learn the answers to your questions and how to expand your skill set. So most everyone here, I'm going to go on a limb and say it's 100%. 100% of us are here because we want to earn more money from home, right? Let me see your faces. Y'all turn on your cameras and wave at me if you want to earn more money from home. Okay, so does everyone you know. And that's why you can grow a Plexus team, because everyone you know wants to earn more money from home, even if they love their job. Even if they love leaving the home and going to be a firefighter or whatever, that being a doctor, whatever it is they do, they still would not turn down a virtual paycheck, a virtual income stream. Everybody wants to earn more money from home. And that is why you can share this opportunity. You can go out there and share the Plexus business as well as the products confidently, not, oh, what will they think of me? Or, oh, I'm bothering them, or, oh, this, that, or the other thought that might be going through your head. No, everybody wants to earn more money from home. Okay. Now, all you need to know to be able to do this business is that you are pursuing customers, distributors, and leaders. Your Plexus paycheck is made up of orders from customers, distributors, and leaders. And customers are how you add, right? We have addition to our paycheck when we sign up people to use the products. And addition is wonderful. We love adding dollars to our paycheck. But don't we like multiplication better? So multiplication, how you multiply your paycheck, is by bringing in distributors, people who are game to share the products with others. People who are like, yeah, I like probiotics, I like vitamins, I like health. I'll help some other people get healthy. Those are distributors. That multiplies your paycheck. But let's talk about finding leaders. Finding leaders to link arms with you, row this boat with you, is how you create legacy. That's how you create legacy income, something that you can pass down to your children and grandchildren. So if you want to grow your paycheck, yes, you need customers. Yes, you want distributors, but you want to go and find leaders and you want to pursue them. Think about like the coach that is scouting the high schools for the athletes that he wants to bring to the college team. He is wooing them. He is pursuing them. And I want you to have that mindset when you go after leaders. And in order to go attract other leaders, many of us need to become stronger leaders ourselves. Like, I don't know, maybe you don't view yourself as a leader at all. And so maybe one of the first things you need to do is start stepping into, I want to be a leader. I want to attract other leaders. And actually, that is not all that complicated because leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. That is a John Maxwell quote. Leadership is influence. So being able to influence someone to make a choice to better their life, that makes you a leader. And if you want to influence more people to make a choice that betters their life, then you're going to want to grow your leadership skill set. So my number one tip for doing that would be to plug in to our Tuesday nights because we're studying an awesome book called Build to Last by Keith Callahan. And every Tuesday night, besides the first Tuesday of the month tonight, we're working through that book. And it's teaching the skill set of network marketing. It's teaching the skill set of building a strong team that lasts. And it's teaching the skill set of growing as a leader and helping attract and grow other leaders. So that's my simple tip for where do you start if you're going to start becoming more of a leader and attracting other leaders, is plug into our Build to Last study every Tuesdays. And what's so great is Build to Last is totally free. You can get a free, it's season 1 of Keith Callahan's podcast on Apple Podcasts. It's him reading the audiobook. So you can tap into it. Meg, if you want to pop the link in the chat, Keith Callahan, Build to Last. You can put it in your search bar, easy to find. But there's also several other free ways to get it. You can get a free trial on Audible. You can get the free PDF. Like, he just wants the book out there. Okay. The second little tippy tip I want to give before we let a few new friends unmute and coach tonight is this is just something I've become aware of. Well, I mean, I'm like 10 years into Plexus. I've seen it again and again, but I've just like noticed this week, whoa, this is super important. We need to train on it again. We need to bring it up again. Is that two people can be having the exact same amount of action they're taking. They're posting about Plexus, they're starting conversations, reaching out, following up. Two people can be doing the exact same amount of that. Maybe they're starting 20 conversations a day. But the differentiating factor that is so, so huge is confidence. Like, so many people's conversations are so cringe. They're just like, I would not want to be a part of those conversations. And the differentiating factor is confidence. Like, how are you sounding? How are you coming across? Like, do you really want to help them make a choice that's going to change their life? Do you really believe it's worth them taking a serious look at Plexus? Like, I think you should take a serious look at this, my friend. Like, this is going to help you. I like being in conversations like that. I like being, no one heeds the call of an uncertain trumpet. All right. And so confidence. And so Megan and I were chatting about it today. We were like, we really want to train on this again. So Meg, can you make me host real quick? And I'll just screen share a few little things with y'all. And then when it's Megan's turn to coach, I'll put some links to what I'm showing you guys. But like, y'all, there is training for every area. All right, I'm host. There's training for every area where you feel like you lack a skill set. And that's what personal growth is. Personal growth isn't just reading and consuming. It's analyzing, where do I feel like I need to improve, and then going and consuming something specific to that, and then immediately applying what you learn. Because you don't learn to ride a bike, in a conference. You've got to like get on it, feel it out a little bit. So the same is true for personal growth. If there's a certain mindset or skill set that you feel deficient in and you consume a training about that, then you've got to instantly put it into practice and then evaluate, how did that go? Okay, I'm going to pivot here. I'm going to course correct here, try it again. That's how that works. So, but there is there is training for everything that if you're nervous, if you don't have confidence or you don't know what to say, you don't know what to post, like there's training on everything. So let me screen share real quick and show y'all just a few things. All right, everyone see my screen? Yes. Okay. I pulled up several links tonight. Let me see if I can move all this out of the way. Okay. I pulled up several links for us tonight. There we go. Within all of our team pages on Facebook, there are featured posts and they're just beautiful. And so like everything you need right there. So on the top of Megan's team page, my team page, we have like a start sharing guide that you can click through and it'll explain to you what to do to start sharing, how to make your first post, how to follow up with people that like and comment, giving a post idea, making a list of names, people to invite to try this, little snapshot of the comp plan. Like all of this is right at our fingertips. Another really cool guide I love, this Welcome to Plexus guide, talking about where to find info sheets about the products. If you ordered Reset, you can start here, how to take your products, telling you what a subscription is, telling you how to use your perks credits. Those are loyalty credits that get you free products. So I just wanted to make sure you have explored the featured posts at the top of our team pages because this is going to answer so many questions. This I love. When we talk about confidence, talk about those conversations that you're getting into. The Confident Conversations Guide is going to give you sound bites and verbiage that you can just make your own. You don't have to copy these things like a script. People can tell if you're using language you don't use in everyday life, right? Like if you don't say y'all, but you say it in a reach out message, that comes across. So I encourage sound bites like, ooh, I like how that, and I'm going to borrow that little sentence or whatever it is. But I love the Confident Conversations Guide, showing you exactly what to do, like to reach out and start a conversation with someone likes your post. Do you start a conversation with every single person who supports a post? If you're not, you totally should. So many of the people that I have signed up would not have come to me if I had not started the conversation first. All right. So if someone likes a post, giving you a little formula, if you're reaching out to a family member, if you're reaching out to a coworker, all right, someone you haven't interacted with for several years, like it's all in here. All right, Confident Conversations Guide. I'll pop a link to it a little later in our chat. I also really like this training video on YouTube, The Art of Inviting. And I have everything else on here is that I'll show you all are YouTube links. I'll blitz through real quick, but quick trainings that are just going to give you little nuggets here and there that are going to give you so much confidence for how to have these conversations, how to follow up and how to close and get people started. Because you can't actually change someone's life until they have their day one, until they actually get started. So The Art of Inviting with Christina Williams, I'll provide the link to that one. I love this one. The easiest recruiting system and why your thoughts around it make all the difference. It's 12 minutes. And it has become like a staple for how I flow through conversations with people. Love it. This one with Jordan Roddenberry, conversation flow and follow up, just the basic stuff. Sending coldies, which just means like the first time you bring up Plexus, like just the first message or conversation you start. And okay, that's all of them. So perfect. So I will drop all those links in our chat for you guys, but honestly, you can always find them in our team page at the very top in the featured. Okay, Megan, would you actually, if you want to coach first, I can stay host. Do you want to coach first?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll stay host and I'll keep letting people in from the waiting room and you and Carrie can chat and then I will chat with Mary.
Okay. Hi, Carrie. Are you able to unmute and pop your video on? Let's look for the video icon and the microphone icon. Let's see. Do you see her? Carissa?
Yes, I saw her get on
Okay.
and then I started talking. So then I lost track. I'm looking right now. Carrie Birch is her name. Okay, I don't see her right now. Shara, are you chatting with her?
She's there.
Sorry, it took me a minute to find the mute button.
Oh, perfect.
Hi there.
Hey.
I still don't see you though. Let's see. Hang on. Can you talk some more? It'll feature you here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you are. I see.
Sure.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our call. Are you feeling nervous?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're in a safe space. If we were all in person at a coffee shop or in my living room, I don't think you would feel as nervous because, but we're so proud of you for being on and for being willing to be coached. Tell us a little bit, the teeny tiny brief summary of your story and also your rank or what you're working towards.
Okay. So the story is we're getting older, we're not spring chicks, my husband and I. And I was researching some vitamins on the internet, and I'm like, holy smokes. I thought I didn't care how much I paid, but these are freaking expensive. And for both of us to take them, I was like, I don't know if I can afford $300 and something every month. And Cassie messaged me and she's like, hey, we're doing this challenge. Would you like to join? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to barf out $300. I might as well try it. So we did. He lost 8 pounds on the first challenge and I lost 2.2 pounds, but I lost 2.5 inches. And we both feel pretty darn good. So
yay, that's a win. That is awesome. Okay. So in the process, you have started a product experience. Have you started to share it all yet?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I sent him up first because I'm like, oh, you know what? If I'm gonna have to order twice, we might as well get a little something for it. And then I just shared a thing about it on Facebook, and one of the girls I used to work with, she's like, tell me about this challenge. So I just told her everything, like how bad we felt, how he had to almost crawl to the shower in the mornings to take a hot shower just to even stand up straight. And I was like, I'm not that bad, but I'm getting pretty bad. And so I just told her everything. And she said, okay, I want to try it. And I said, okay, let me know when you're ready. So I thought, oh, it'd take a few days. So I texted Shara. I was like, hey, what do I do? But she's like, here, sent me all this stuff to make a cart for her and sign her up. Anyways, she's doing this challenge with us this time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sweet. So is your husband a VIP customer under you, or are you all on one account?
No, he's under me.
Okay, so you have him as your first one, and then you have your friend from work as your second one. So do you need one more to go silver, or did you already go silver last month?
I did. My daughter she's not made a Facebook post official yet, but she's going to have a baby in December.
Oh,
yeah. And so she's morning sickness. Really, at first started out with morning sickness, and then she's like, Mom, I couldn't help her because I wasn't sick with either one of my children. Both times I was pregnant. And so I messaged Shara again. I was like, hey, this is what's going on. Is there something we can help? Is anything there that can help her? And she's told me what she can have, what she can take, and signed her up.
Okay.
Our products come tomorrow. So
yay. So did you go silver in May, at the end of May?
Yes.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You're silver. You're a silver ambassador. That's so exciting. So for those of you who are also new on the call and maybe haven't gone silver yet, silver is the first rank in Plexus where you help 3 level 1s order a combo pack. So really, it's any combo pack of 100 PV, and you will earn commissions off of those 3 people that got started. So if you're in your fast start window, you'll make around $300. So are you in your fast start window, or have you been? No, you're in your fast start window probably because you just started. Right.
Yes, we started the 22nd of May.
Oh, okay. So you ordered and then turned around and got 3 friends. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. So tell me what are you wanting to move forward and share with some more people and make that next year of income?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what that next goal is yet?
Oh, I'm pretty sure she told me, but is it something silver senior? Okay.
Senior silver.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
senior silver is the next rank. So this would be good actually for any of you that are brand new and working either towards silver, senior silver, or gold to go in the Plexus Go app and listen to some of the training. There's a training video on each rank, but also on the pin post on our team pages, there's a silver in 6 series that you can plug into, and there's also a gold series. So have you done either of those trainings, Carrie, yet?
On the Plexus Go app.
Yes, that or any of them on the team page.
I've been doing some things on the Plexus Go app,
Okay.
watching videos and taking notes and stuff like that, but I don't.
Okay. So we'll plug you into like a basic overview, like basic comp plan video overview, so you can just have an idea of the ranks and what they are, so you know, like after senior silver, then what is the goal, you know, if you want to continue to go farther. So senior silver, for quick math, is approximately 10 people, although you could hit it with 6 or with 9, sorry. So you have 3 currently, and they all have their subscriptions on. So they're in their first, 90-day chunk. So they're going to keep their subscriptions on, and those orders will process in June. And then you need 6 more people on top of that to hit your senior silver rank. So what I encourage everybody to do is to get some handy dandy post-it notes and put 6 post-it notes on your table or next to your computer or in your fridge, wherever. And as you're having conversations, those post-it notes are going to end up having a name on them by the end of the month, because you are going to help 6 more people get started on the products. And any of the people that are willing to share, I would maybe even get like some other smaller post-it notes so that the goal would be to help your people that want to rank up to silver like you did to go silver. And so those 6 people that you sign don't have to just be more level 1s that you sign. They could actually be your 3 people helping 3 people. So if you help your people go silver, those people will count towards your senior silver rank up. So there's different ways to do it. So it's not just, you signing up the whole world. You actually want to start, and what we want to help people do is to start sooner than maybe some of us did, sharing how to get your products paid for, or if people want to, earn an income, work from home, to teach and sign people for working the business, not just, trying products, but also like, hey, you can actually get people started to do the business with you. So have you made a little list of people that you think would not only benefit from the products, but also the business opportunity?
No.
Okay. So are you a homework girl?
Yes.
Okay. So homework is, you're going to get a white sheet of paper and just like draw a line down the middle.
Okay.
And you're going to make one side people that you think would benefit from the products, which, newsflash, 99.9% of people benefit from our products. Well, we could say 100% of people. Anyone that's alive benefits from our products. Okay, but make a list. I would have at least 25 people on the list. We'll just, make a little threshold number for ourselves. And then on the other side of the page, you're going to write down people's names that you think would be good at the business. So think business owners, entrepreneurs, hairstylists, people that already have a client base, like fitness instructors, nutritionists, people in your life that are influential, business owners, entrepreneurial, or you think they would just be fun to have on your business or on your team and would be great at doing something like this. And so you're going to fill up your sheet with names of people. Okay. And then you're going to take a picture of it and send it to your sponsor once you get that done. Because then the next goal would be to get in conversations with those people. But let's back up for a minute. And why don't you tell me, so did you basically make a post and then you had conversations coming from that helped you go silver? And was there anything else that helped you?
Just the one, my coworker, messaged me.
Okay.
I didn't get
and then
any
your
other.
husband and your daughter. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you made a post. Did you make any more posts or just that one original post?
No, I put a few out there.
Okay. Perfect. Are you willing to keep sharing the post? Different posts? Okay. Yeah, because that will actually compound. That consistency of sharing will compound, and you'll be surprised at how people come out of the woodwork and that have made no indication that they're following or tracking what you're sharing. But you have to post by faith and not feedback. Like, you may not get a whole lot of likes or comments on your post, but that doesn't mean that people aren't totally tracking. I was very much locked in and engaged with anyone that was sharing Plexus before I started. I was very tuned in. But when you're on the posting side of it, you're like, no one's liking my post except my dad or my mom or, my bestie. It's okay. You have to keep doing it and put enough in on your other things that you're posting that gets attraction. Like, you post pictures of your dog or your life or whatever's going on, to kind of show that you're still a human and you're not just spamming people with something you're selling. So, you want to have a flow of a good mix of personal and Plexus, but also you can pop in some little call to comment posts. And I think those are really good because it gets more people commenting on your posts. And the way Facebook is structured is that the more likes or comments you get, the more Facebook will feature what you post. So if you're noticing that nothing that you're posting, like family stuff or life stuff, like none of that's getting like traction, you want to really make sure that what you're posting is something that would gain more likes or comments, and or try those call to comment posts. It could be like, what are you having for dinner? Where are you going on vacation? And it's just like a word post and then people comment below,
Oh, okay.
So that gets more people sharing their opinion and their, perspective. Okay. And are you having any fears right now about moving forward with your goal?
Not really. I'm just super excited.
Yay! Oh, good. Awesome. Okay, so you're willing to take any action your sponsor tells you or talks to you about?
Yes. Can I stop my washer? It's unbalanced.
Oh, sure.
Okay, sorry.
Totally.
I'm like,
Relatable.
Yeah. I have a fly that's flying around me and it's biting me. I actually have my fly swatter, but anyways, yeah, life stuff. It's totally fine. Are you still able to hear me? Maybe not because the washer is so loud.
okay, there. Sorry. I
Okay.
was like, shoot, it's knocking. Everybody's gonna hear it.
Oh, you're good. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a little system, and I want all of you guys that are on right now to follow this system also. And this is what we're going to do. So she's just signed her first 3 people, and we're going to make it our system to ask for a shout out post from these people. Okay, and there's 3 different times that we're going to ask for the shout out post. All right, type a 1 in the chat if you do this. Okay. I want to see if anyone's currently doing this. I think that we're going to blow it out of the water if we put this into our system. Okay, and actually, you probably don't know enough for me to even. Well, maybe Jacqueline does because I talked about it in the chat. I don't even know that if you guys. Yeah, well, if you ask for a shout out post, fabulous. 3 times though is the goal. Okay. So here's when we're going to ask for the shout out post. Number 1, when they join. Okay. So Carrie, your people already joined. So we're going to go on to, well, maybe step 2. That's when they get their products. So your people already have their products. So this is a perfect time to ask for a little shout out post from them. And it's the basic first post. And so this is how it's going to be structured. And we can type this in the chat or send it to you after, pop it in the chats. Hey friend, hey friends, so this is their posts. Hey friends, I'm super excited about these all natural supplements my friend Carrie told me about. It's helped her with XYZ, and you'll like fill in the things that you've noticed. And I'm looking forward to XYZ. And then who wants to try this with me? Or I'm looking for 3 accountability partners. Who wants to try this with me? Something simple, very, very simple like this. The tweak to that is that you could have them say, hey friends, shout out to, or thank you to my friend Carrie, and they're going to tag you. Okay, so it'll pop up on your Facebook wall too. But you can write the post for your hubby and your daughter, and then they can go post it. And then you're going to help them work the post. So anyone that they get that likes or comments, you're going to send them a little message of what to send to that person. And if the person is talking to them, then you're going to have them put you in a 3-way chat, and maybe even a 4-way chat if you want your sponsor to be in there with them too. And then you guys are going to help that new person that just made the post help the people that they're chatting with. Okay. So there's 3 different times that we're going to ask for shout out posts: when they join, when they get the products, and then when they have results. So you can ask for another shout out post when, in a couple of weeks, they say, hey, I just noticed that I have XYZ, or maybe it's just one little tiny wins, less sugar cravings. And so don't be afraid to ask them again to make a little post. And I would send them what to say, and just send them the little chunk. And then all they have to do is copy paste and then tweak it, and then pop a little, hey, would you be willing to make this post? Okay. Does that sound easy enough?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, and I'm going to tell you about another little system, and then we'll switch it over. Our other little system, which I'm talking to you about it, which you're already halfway in, maybe even farther in, if you've already gone live and you've already done a party. Have you done those 2 things yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay. So homework girl, here's where we're going with this. So you've already made a post. This is called the PLLP system. It's an acronym, and I'm going to teach you what it means. So the first P stands for post. Think. We did that. You did that. You passed with flying colors, A+. You went silver even off that post, or a couple of posts. And then homework wise, you're going to do your list, which we already talked about. And then the next 2 would be going live on Facebook and just sharing your story. That might feel scary. Does that feel scary to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we found something that's scary.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the thing. It might be easier to do the live if you do just a tutorial. You set up your phone and you show how to, like, what you're taking. Like, you're mixing up your pink drink and you're showing them what you're doing.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to hold the phone and just be like, hey friends, and just do like a 5-minute monologue. It might be a little easier to do more of a demonstration, like, hey, I'm making my morning supplements and I thought I would include you guys. And you could even say, I've never gone live before. I feel really goofy, but I'm going to share this because here's how it's helping me. And then you can be like, okay, this was awkward, but I did it. Yay, I'm going to go drink my pink drink. Okay, bye. Click. And then you turn off the video. And you just blast it out there and see what happens. You may have feedback. You may not. It doesn't matter. The win is that you did it. You did it scared. And you never know who's going to see it and be like, hey, tell me more about these supplements that you're taking. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the live. And then the last one is party. So has your sponsor talked to you about doing an in-person event or an online event? Not yet. Okay. So I'm not sure who your sponsor is, but I'm going to put the ball in their court to host an event for you. If you're local to her, you're going to do an in-person sip and see. If you're not local, you're going to do an online little event, and we have templates, so it's like super easy, but she can host it for you, and all you have to do, your job is to get people invited. And so you're going to invite, throw the net wide, talk to anyone and everyone about this event that you're hosting or that you're co-hosting or that you're excited about. And you're going to put, the people that say yes into that little event. They learn for about 15 minutes, and then the magic happens afterwards, like in the three-way conversations as you're learning what people's health goals are and things like that.
Okay.
So that is a really, really amazing way in a simple way, to go senior silver. And the beautiful thing is, this is a system that you are going to do yourself, and then you're going to teach it to anyone on your team that's willing to, or that's wanting to make an income or willing to share or willing to post or whatever. And you can work through this little PLLP system without them even knowing that it's a system. You don't need to teach them the whole staircase. All you need to do is walk with them to like step one, which is, hey, would you be game for making a little shout out post? Here's what you can post. And you can even be like, I don't know, might be fun. Or, hey, I double dog dare you. Let's just see what happens, Sometimes just making a game, like a fun little goofy thing. I mean, the worst they could say is like, no, not yet, and that's totally
Okay.
fine. But that little system, those little systems are going to help you not just go senior silver, but it's literally rinse, wash, repeat. That's the beauty of this business. It's so, so simple.
Okay.
All right. What questions do you have, or what thoughts are popping up with some of these ideas?
So the list that I took the paper that I split in half,
Mhm.
benefits from products, that was 25 people, right?
Yeah, people that you think could benefit from the products or might just be open
Okay.
to learning.
Okay. And the other side, I wrote part of it down, but I didn't catch the rest of it.
People that you think would be good at the business.
Okay.
Or might be open to the opportunity. And those are names that you can utilize for your party. So your in-person event and or your online event. And what I typically do is host at least 2 in-person events. And if you're someone that, if your sponsor doesn't live close to you, you can just take the ball and run with it and do your own little sip and see. But I would schedule 2 back to back, because some people that can come Tuesday or can't come Tuesday could come on Saturday morning. And so doing 2 back to back right away, just to kind of launch yourself with the people locally to you, is always a good idea. And then what we often do is we'll do another little online event, because there's always the people like, oh, my kid has baseball, or oh, my parents were in town, or have some sort of legit thing. And so then the online thing is another little net to catch a few other people. Carissa, did you want to?
No, that's awesome. So thank you, Carrie. And oh, well, there was something else that I was gonna, I just like lost my train of thought. Oh no, I know what it was. So first of all, I'm super excited that we had 42 people on the call tonight. So
Yay.
and I'm going to go ahead and give the homework now before we chat with Mary a little bit, just in case anyone has to hop off early. I want you to know your challenge from us. So everybody scroll the comments right now. Everyone scroll the chat right now, and you will see about 5 different training videos that I popped in there. Okay. The Confident Conversations training, the art of inviting, the easiest recruiting verbiage ever, the starting Plexus conversations authentically, and the convo flow and following up. Okay. I want you to pick one of those to watch ASAP sometime in the next 24 hours. And then we want you to take immediate action on something you learn from those calls. Again, the thread, the common thread in all of them is how to get confident in these conversations with your wording, so that you're not taking massive action and it being fruitless. Like, we want it to be powerful. So wouldn't it be great if 5 powerful conversations had way more fruit than 50 cringeworthy conversations that were timid and non-confident, right? So, okay, so pick one or all 5 to watch ASAP in the next 24 hours and take immediate action on what you learn. And my challenge to you is to start at least 5 bold, confident conversations about Plexus and text your sponsor as soon as you're done, as soon as you've done it. And I say 5 because, guys, there is value to getting in the zone a little bit. Like, even if it's intimidating and even if it's scary to start these conversations, you do 1 and it takes the scared down a notch. And then you do another one and it takes the scared down a notch. And so you want to keep going when you're in that zone. As your anxiety level is lowering because you're doing the thing and you didn't die, you want to stay in the zone as long as you can. So 5, get that 5 and text your sponsor that you did it. And if you're feeling really extra in the zone, keep going. You always want to keep running with that, paddling with the wave of momentum when you have it. So I just wanted to chat with everyone. And I didn't want to say that at the end and then turn the call off and nobody have time to scroll the chat and grab your video. Okay. So I'll say that now. Okay. So I'm super excited to chat with Mary, and we have until about 8:45, Mary, to chat about really whatever you want to talk about. But your getting started story has been shared with me. Super awesome. I still don't see you. Is it Mary Bashires? Okay. Can you unmute?
It's Mary's iPad. I see her.
Mary's iPad?
Yeah, so you can
Okay,
unmute.
Hi.
Okay, is there more than one Mary, Megan?
I think there's more than
No.
one Mary. We're looking at Mary's iPad. I see you.
Mary's iPad, Mary. So not Mary Bashires. Sorry, Mary, for the confusion. Okay, so it's Mary's iPad, Mary. Hey, Mary.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good. Okay, so I already kind of know, but share with everybody else how your last month has gone.
It's been pretty crazy busy. I used a lot of different stacking options, a lot of giveaways, stuff to create people's involvement. So at the end of April, I was able to go to Shriners International, to a marketing membership conference down there as part of the Shriners. And so I tried to use that as well as opening up, more conversations and how to reach multiple people on different social media, whether it's, Snapchat or Facebook, Instagram, everything, trying to use all the resources. I didn't do it live yet. Amy did mention me doing it live, but I did not do it live, but I did a reel, did my first reel, and I put it on TikTok. So that was huge for me. Although my daughter thinks she's going to be TikTok famous. She's 16, but I told her I was going to get there first.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
You tried a lot of new things.
Yeah.
So you got on all the social media platforms. You made your first reel. You did a lot of different giveaways just to create like urgency, excitement.
Yeah, people love stuff, free stuff. So it would be, if you shared this post, you got your name into a Mother's Day basket. Or if you liked this and you tagged a friend, every time you did something, you either, got a raffle ticket. And then some days I would get on there, like you ladies had mentioned earlier, about commenting, like comment post. So what I decided to do was, one day I'd seen somebody share a post that said, oh, tag the at first person, for friendliest, most confident, da, 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 da. So I did that myself, and then I ended up tagging 20 people, right? So they're seeing that post, and I jumped on and I was like, hey, Amy, Vic, share this. I've tagged you both in this. You share it. So then you're getting more people in your algorithm. You're reaching out. People are seeing more what you're doing.
Yes. Brilliant. Okay. Well, thanks for just taking a minute to share with all of us what you were doing. And tell us like what came from that as far as your Plexus business.
So this month I added 19 VIP members. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just really just putting myself out there first because I just started becoming an ambassador in February. So I was very hesitant and shy. Oh, I don't want to share this, come from a small town, everybody's, oh my goodness, can you believe this or whatever, so I just had to go outside of my personal boundaries and be like, you know what, I'm going to put it all out there. And either people are going to say, yeah, I think it looks like it's working for Mary. We've known her forever and we're going to try it too. Or maybe it's not the right time for them financially, or, maybe they can't do it right now. But, and I do reach out to a lot of the same people, and I just kind of keep knocking at their door every once in a while. Hey, just want to let you know, we've got this incentive, we've got this offer going on. Instead of being the shy, reserved, oh, I'm afraid to be rejected, I
Mhm.
just kind of was like, no, I'm just going to put it out there. And I've told people, I said, listen, if I'm going to be that crazy paint drink lady and I'm going to annoy you, just say, Mary, enough, tone it down a notch. Or, but the majority of them have said, thank you so much for still thinking about me. I'm still thinking about it, but it might not be the right time. So, they know that I'm personally reaching out to them and just saying, hey, who doesn't love a bargain? Check this out.
Mhm. Yeah, and I just want to highlight what you said, because when you make it confident and when you make it casual, like you made it funny just to be like, hey, listen, if Mary's getting a little crazy, just tell me to tone it down a notch. And like the casual lightheartedness and then the confidence of those conversations completely shifts. It just completely shifts how those are happening for you. And look, you've had all this fruit. Okay, I want to know what was the shift from I'm shy and I don't want to put myself out there to, okay, I'm just going to let these fears go and I'm going to put myself out there. And specifically, I want to know, did your sponsor do anything to help you make that shift? Because everybody on here wants to get our people sharing. And so what did set was some, yeah, was
I believe, for me, Amy and Vic have been tremendously supportive. I think it almost came from myself speaking to my kids. And of course, I have two old adult children and a 16-year-old girl, and me telling her, if you don't get up there and you don't swing that bat and at least try, you're not going to hit the ball, right?
yep.
If you don't just put yourself out there and try and not worry about what people are going to say or being rejected, you just have to be like, it's okay. You can only control you. So I can just put myself out there for others. And if they want to jump on and love Plexus too, then awesome. And if it's not the right time, that's okay too.
Yep. And we cannot control how we are perceived. We cannot control how we are received. And when we try to control how we are perceived and received, we're just going to keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, because you can't ever make anyone happy.
Right.
You can't make
Absolutely.
everyone
You
happy.
can't make everybody happy.
Yeah. But man, do people try?
Yeah.
And all you end up doing is making yourself miserable.
Right.
Well, you're getting so much love in the comments. So many people saying, I love your confidence. I'm learning so much from all this.
Awesome.
Congratulations. So since I would just feel like Megan, you did such a great overview of a lot of the basics as far as getting those 3 shout outs from all of your customers, as far as our PLLP system, making a post, making a list of names, going live, doing events, and then cycling back through those things. We've walked through a lot of those basics. So I don't feel like we need to review any of that. And I would love to kind of chat about what you want to chat about. Have you run up against any specific obstacles, fears, doubts, anything like that?
I did share with Megan last week or the week before that I'm from Maine, very small, very rural, not many people here, very, very extremely low income area. And I did share that, the reason I do these giveaways and that kind of stuff and try to do rebates is to help other people out. Like, I want them to feel as good as I felt when I first started Plexus. And, and get them to understand that it's not just me trying to push a product, it's me. I've worked in healthcare for many years when I was younger, and just trying to make people feel better and just give it a chance, remain consistent. And, if you can do those things and, it works for you, then that's awesome. Like, she had said earlier, we're not getting any younger, but we need to just take care of ourselves. And if people, a lot of people have also said to me, well, that's just a weight loss thing. And so educating people in what the supplements are and that kind of stuff, educating them and creating accountability groups and support groups to help them when they might be having a tricky day and they just, having a rough day. It could be emotional, could be they're not feeling well or what have you, just being a huge support system.
Yes. So, and you're off to like this strong start. You're coming out guns blazing. So I know that you're going to just be soaking up every tip and every training you can get your hands on. But again, it's about focusing that, because personal growth isn't just consumption. It's what do I need? Where am I deficient so that I can grow?
Absolutely.
So I would say, because I'm like an encyclopedia at this point of Plexus trainings, like Megan and I have been here for like 10 years. I wrote down several keywords you can start to consume trainings on. There's lots of good stuff on the cost objection. So for that little keyword, you can search that. Well, or your sponsor, like Amy and Megan, probably have links already in their mind of like, what can I send her that's really good for the cost objection? Specifically that thought of like, I can't afford that. There's probably a lot of people in your area, rural, low income area, who have that refrain, I can't afford that. And so I also wrote down Jessica Heffley's podcast. It's called Prosperity with Purpose. And it's got a ton of fabulous stuff about our thoughts around money. Oh, we got someone joining late. Whoa, I love it. Got the last 5 minutes, someone's popping on. Reframing our thoughts around money, because actually when we say the phrase, I can't afford that, it shuts our brain down, and our brain doesn't have to get creative to think about how we can afford something we truly want and truly need. And there's so many ways, like if we truly want something, we can come up with the money.
Yep.
We sell stuff on Marketplace. We have a garage sale. We change our grocery budget. We figure out how we're going to cut out this little treat. I love it. Like we've all got our little treats. We've all got our little treats. And so we know where we can cut stuff out. But when we say, I can't afford that, it's just our brain can just doesn't have to get creative. But a powerful person can say, I am resourceful. I am creative. I can find the money to afford that if I really want it. But it's so interesting because so much of that happens in the mind, happens in the brain. So I think since you live in an area where that thought process is really common, you listening to that podcast and you beginning to exit that mentality is one way that you're going to change your culture. Like you're here in Plexus, not just to help people with their blood sugar and their gut. Like you're here and you're going to become a leader. And in a lot of ways, you're going to lead people out of like bondage that has nothing to do with their gut microbiome. So I just want to speak that over you. Like, this is exciting because you're going to be a trailblazer and you're going to be bringing people out of a poverty mindset, which is really cool. But I also want to encourage you that Plexus is so not limited geographically. Like the age we live in right now is just not, it's not geographical. Like my silver, senior silver, gold, senior gold was people everywhere. And you said you're on all these social media platforms. So you're expanding and touching lives. And I would bet, I don't know, tell me, how are a bunch of your first 20 people from Maine?
Yeah, they all are.
They all are?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, lucky for you, it is not limited to Maine because you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got
Right.
TikTok that you're doing. So you're reaching people all over the place. So don't make the mistake of thinking that everybody hearing from you needs a sale or needs a bargain or needs a freebie or a discount. Those things are fun. They do create urgency and excitement, but not everybody needs that. In fact, Shoshana Pearl, I remember her saying one time, Plexus replaced my $1,000 a month drawer. She was like, I don't ever wait for a sale. She said, I don't even know what sales they have going. because to me, it's so totally worth it. It replaced my $1,000 a month drawer and it's a bargain. So I just want to, I want to expand you to allow that possibility that there are tons and tons of people who you'll help get started and they don't believe they can't afford it and they don't believe it's expensive. And all they're waiting on is for you to help them get started. Okay, but yes, you're going to want to look for training materials that help you with the cost objection and the can't afford that and Jessica Heffley's Prosperity with Purpose podcast. And then I also heard you actually mentioned a couple of objections. So you said some people maybe have tried it and they think it's just weight loss. So I actually think another wise use of your training time is just to look up objection blocking in general. There's tons of trainings about objection blocking. And I also thought I wrote down you should do your video for the homework should be the confident conversations training. Because there's a part in that where she talks about how she has a conversation if someone says, "Oh, I tried it in the past and it didn't work for me," or, "Oh, I thought that was just a weight loss thing." Gave some really good verbiage and you mentioned that exact thing. So maybe confident conversations is your homework. So excited for you. Okay, what else? Oh, you said you haven't done a live yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I mean, not since my kids were in school and I would live all their sports, my two older boys, but no,
Oh,
no
okay.
Plexus lives yet.
Right, but not like a live of you talking.
No, not yet.
Okay, do you need any help brainstorming that?
No, actually, I did do the reel the other day and I did exactly what you guys had mentioned. Propped up my phone here. I'm in my workshop and, just said good morning, talking about it's a busy time of year, maybe you're down in energy, this, that, and the other. Showed them, this is my bottle of water, this is my pink drink, this is how we mix it, stir it up, don't, even though times might be tough, don't get frustrated, like always try to be positive and, that kind of stuff. And this is what helps give me energy to help me through the day and that kind of stuff. And
Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys, if you're ever not sure on content for a video, I love to pull up the Plexus product information sheets. Like, let's say you're making your pink drink and you're like, okay, I'm going to show them how I make my pink drink. What do I say? Well, less is more. Most people don't actually want every tidbit on the FAQs. So I would say you pull up the product info sheet and you grab 1 or 2 sound bites that fascinate you or that you relate with or that you think other people would relate with. And my favorite little tip is remember to speak to their pain point. Imagine the person on the other end of the screen and imagine whatever pain point they're struggling with and try to use a hook sentence that makes them go, "Oh my gosh, she reached into my brain and took that thought right out of my mind." So like Bonnie Norwood, maybe she's on the call or she'll watch later. She used a hook line that was like, "I don't need anything but chips and queso." Because we were like, people will relate with that. And then what happens when you only eat chips and queso? Well, you feel terrible and your body doesn't look so great either. And then in comes the pink drink. But the hook line isn't about blood sugar balance. The hook line is like, I only eat chips and queso, help. So that's my encouragement to you as you think of other content that you're putting out there is think about a thought that they're struggling with that they will relate to when you say it and use it as your video title or use it as the first line of your post. Okay, last thing I'll ask you before we sign off. What is your goal for June?
Continue to just educate people, and try to help others. Right now, I just became gold last month. And so I'm, just maybe under 10 orders from going, senior gold. And that, my gold was fast start. So that was super exciting. So just keep growing and keep helping others.
Okay, well, that's awesome. I think that's a great vision. A goal is specific. So is your goal to hit senior gold in June?
My goal is to hit senior gold. And also I have two ladies interested, and so kind of growing my team as well and help guide them
To
towards
start.
becoming ambassadors. Yep.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And I shared at the beginning of the call, there's customers, there's distributors, and there's leaders. So as you're transitioning them from customer to distributor, also be planting those seeds about leadership and helping them with, they get their customers, but they also get those shout outs. They also help their customers begin to share too. There was one last thing. I'm just like total squirrel brain tonight for some reason. Okay, so you're going for senior gold this month, and you had 19 people last month, and you said you need 10 more.
I'm not sure exactly how many.
Okay, that's what I wanted
exactly.
to make sure.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I wasn't sure exactly. I know, like last week, I think I added 8 more people. So Amy, Vic, and I were trying to figure it all out and calculate
Okay.
it. So
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of for tonight. So everybody, if you haven't printed out the rank strategy packet, this is another one that's pinned to the top of all of our team pages. It's so fabulous, and it comes with a 15-minute video explaining how to strategize your rank up. So take that 15 minutes just to understand your rank goal. And then what it helps you do is break it down week to week. So like if I want to end up at senior gold, what do I want to get done the first week? What do I want to get done the second week? I don't have time to explain the ranks tonight and the points, but you guys can plug into that 15-minute training to do that. But I also want to remind you that this month there's a special incentive. So if we add 4 people by the 16th, our bonuses are doubled. So for everybody, even if you are not within range of your next rank, I hope that your goal is to add 4 people by the 16th, because you can put a lot of cash in your pocket just by doing that. And it's also going to set you up for an upcoming contest. So everybody, get your packet printed out and make sure that your goal for week 1 and 2 is to get your 4 people added. And then Mary, senior gold, which, and when you watch the rank strategy video, it'll explain it, but senior gold is 250 points. And everyone who orders from you is worth approximately 5 or 6 points, depending on the size of their order and depending on how many levels down from you they are. So let's do a quick little bit of math. 250 points for senior gold, assuming those people are worth 5 or 6 points. That's 45 people in the month of June ordering a combo. They can be people that you already had on your team. They can be new people. They can be people your people help get started. It's around 45 people. So I just wanted you to make sure you knew your target.
Yep.
Okay, fabuloso. Okay, thanks everybody for being on tonight. We'll see everybody next Tuesday. We'll be back on our Build to Last study. So pop an earbud in and listen to Keith Callahan Build to Last. And then we'll do our next newbie night, first Tuesday of July. Unless it's the holiday, we'll figure that out. All right. Good night, everybody.